What's up guys, welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. 18,000 subscribers, very cool. A few months ago one of my subscriber specials also was using the Vassals as a deck, and with a new support, the new structure deck coming out very soon in the OCG with all the new Monarch support cards. I decided to make this one also subscriber special, so thanks again. The new cards, quickly overview them. This is currently my deck list. The first tryouts yesterday and still testing it out today. But yeah, again, if you have any suggestions for the build, feel free to leave them down below. The most important thing, the biggest weakness of Monarchs in the past, that it was two very big things. It was lacking a very solid tribute engine. I mean, we had Treeborn Frog, but again, it was slow. If we look at today's format with Satellites, with Necros, Burning Abyss, a lot of fast decks, and now we got the new Vassals. Both Idea and Eidos are very fast, since if you open up with Idea, you can special summon your Eidos, you get an extra tribute summon during the same turn, and at the same time, Idea is a warrior type, so that's why I'm playing 3 Rotas in the main deck, which might seem a bit too much, but again, if you have that Idea in your opening hand, you are set to go. If you open with an Idea, you can get your engine going, mill the cards, the Monarch spell and traps from your deck with either Erebus or Aither, and then again you can get your engine going. Since priority number 1 of the deck is get your Idea in your hand as quickly as possible, and with the new draw spell Pandeity, it makes the deck so much more consistent. Especially, discard one Monarch spell or trap. Best case scenario, you can discard your original Monarch from your hand, the trap card, the small Treeborn Frog here. Draw 2 new cards, and then after that, banish your Pandeity to get a search. Reveal 3 Monarch spell and traps from your deck to your opponent, and your opponent picks 1, and that's just so good. The second effect of Pandeity is restricted to once per turn, but its draw effect is not restricted to once per turn, so again, very good. Triple March in the main deck again, very important to protect your Monarchs against destruction cards. Negation cards like Breakthrough Skill and Phoenix Chain is important, so that's why I'm playing 3 March in the main deck. Double Dominion, the field spell, is for now a 2-off in the main deck. Don't like it at 3 in the main deck, but the card is so good against a lot of top tier decks currently. Burning Abyss, Satellites, Shaddolls, no monsters can be special summoned from the extra deck, so it's just so good. The downside is that you need to control a tribute summoned monster on the field, that's again the reason why I'm running 3 March in the main deck, to protect that tribute summoned monster, so it's kind of crucial. Double Return to search a tribute summoned monster, it's again much better now, and compared to in the past. You have that solid tribute engine going with both Idea and Eidos, and if you look at Aither and Erebus, it's again so good to search, mill, and again get some more searches with Pandeity and so on. Both traps, the original Monarch I tried at 3 in the main deck, but it was a bit too much, since you can only use its special summoning effect once per turn, and it's not needed in 3. And again, I want to make the deck as consistent as possible, and you don't really want to open with the original Monarch. Bar you can discard it with your Pandeity to draw 2 new cards, and it's fine, of course. The last card in the main deck is a Monarch's Erupt, a card that I heavily disliked in the past, but now has just increased value for me, at least, since you can search it out with Tenacity. Again, it's a skill drain. It has the same downside as your field spell Dominion, that you have to control a tribute summoned monster on the field in order to negate something, or at least all other monsters on the field are negated. It's good, but has that downside that it can possibly negate your smaller Vassals, both Idea and Eidos, so it's something to keep in mind. It's for me, for now, it's just a one-off in the main deck. Let's hop into the first game, a few duels, and then more side deck cards and more options that I like to put in the main deck. Alright, this is one of the first duels here of the video. Playtesting against Burning Abyss. Again, Burning Abyss has a decent matchup. I mean, I have a decent matchup against Burning Abyss because of Dominion, the field spell, to prevent him from special summoning from the extra deck. I get to start, so immediately normal summon my my idea, get Erebus. Erebus leaves me, or at least gets me, an extra tribute summon this turn. So immediately get my Aither on board, and with Aither you can send 2 Monarch spell and traps from your deck to the grave, so most of the time you'll be sending the original Monarch to, as you see now, just special summon it on board as a big body, 2400 defense, and the second card you're probably sending is the Pandeity, since again Pandeity also has a grave effect that you can banish it to reveal 3 Monarch spell and traps from your grave, and your opponent has to pick one. Here, Mega Chaos coming through. Mega Chaos is just so beastly here in the deck because of Eidos. It's a level 2 Vassal, a dark one, so again you can get an extra banish with Chaos, Mega Chaos I have to say, and then thanks to some shenanigans with both Idea and Eidos, I was able to get 2 tribute summons this turn, and thanks to that Aither I was able to get another Mega Chaos from the main deck, special summon it, and just attack for a game. So brutal, very brutal. I get to start another duel against Shaddolls. Again, this should be a decent matchup. I get to start, no draw card this time, so I can't use my Idea's effect to get banished spell, Monarch spell or trap from my banished pile back to my hands. And but yeah, thanks to my March and return, I was able to search out another another Aither to get the engine going. Yeah, something important is that the Aither's effect is still a bit glitched. I can't really use it during my opponent's turn, since again it's a quick effect that you can tribute summon during your opponent's turn. So again, during my turn I get Aither on board, send a few Monarch spells and traps to the grave, get the engine going, build up my advantage, and he was able to bottomless, I think, my Mega Chaos, because Mega Chaos wasn't tributed, and here I can just seal the deal with Erupt, which I was able to search previously with Tenacity. Again, very cool to search at one of Erupt, and Dominion prevents him from fusion and summoning, special summoning from the extra deck, so that's just cash. Very good. Another duel, he gets a start, and very cool construct on board with a Falco setup and 4 cards in hand. My hand is decent. Draw 2 new cards and Erupt to the grave, and this is just so bad. Draw 2 more monsters. That's kind of breaking here, but make the best of it. Get Erebus on board. Mill 2 Monarch spell and traps. Try to recover from my brick hand, like send that original Monarch from my deck to the grave, and the Pandeity spell, which I can banish again during the next turn, and at the same time again get my original Monarch on board, that hard body, 2400 defense, try to protect my life points. It's something my main deck at the moment is lacking. No really big solid defense, so cards like Ghost Ogre or maybe Rainbow Kuribo are cards that are sitting in the back of my mind as a possible main deck options. Anyway, top deck into an Idea, so another monster, normal summon it to special summon Erebus from the, Eidos from the deck, get the extra tribute summon here, and I think my only option here was to search out, eventually search out Stormforth. But it's not looking too good, because I think he top decked into the Scepter, chair stick combination last turn, and it's not looking too great here. I think I have to get rid of Winda in order to special summon another Aither from my deck, try to attack over his monster, but we knew he had that El Shaddai fusion. So we can just go for Construct, and I have to Suicide into it. Again, it's not looking too great here. Special summon my original Monarch in defense to have some possible defense going. But again, he has Soul Charge. I know he can't attack this turn, but eventually I'm going to scoop. I think he gets 2 more draws with double Scepter, and he can pick 1 card from my hand with indeed, I activated my Aither's effect in my hand to prevent him from drawing, but in the end it's not going to matter, because he had so much card advantage and I can't make a comeback, so don't want to waste any more time. Anyway, next duel. So again, I get to start, get the engine going, draw a few more cards, get Erebus on board, protected with March, and I think I have an Erupt set. Skill Drain. He's playing Kozmo, so okay, all good. Since yeah, Forerunner cannot be targeted by my Monarchs, but yeah, Stormfort is a great card, and Stormfort does not target, so Kozmo should be a very good mashup here for the deck. Yeah, wreck his field with Mega Chaos, banish the field spell, banish his back row. Thanks to my March, he was not able to, I think it was Bottomless, right? And yeah, the extra tribute summon here, which lets me tribute summon his Forerunner for my Aither, and Aither gets the effect going, special summon another Mega Chaos, and that's over 10k damage. Very brutal again. It's so ridiculous that Konami, it's the new support is great for Monarchs. I mean, you can get like a +5 during your opponent, during your opening turn. That's so good. And you can also OTK, which is bonkers. Anyway, another duel against Kozmos. He does have honest to attack over my Chaos with Farm Girl. Again, he has Forerunner. Get some damage in. But yeah, I have double March on my board. I still have Tenacity, so I can search, tutor any Monarch spell or trap. So normal summon Erebus, get an extra tribute summon during this turn. Stormfort lets me tribute his monster. Again, use my Erebus to bounce back his field spell. Yeah, that Kozmo down is very crucial for the Kozmo deck. And special summon the original Monarch here in main phase 2. Have that hard body on board. Some solid protection. Here Chaos, try to get, with Chaos, banish something on his field. Try to get a search with my Monarch with return indeed, but this is doesn't really matter. I can attack for a game. Very cool. Yeah, Kozmo is a very good matchup again because of Stormfort, and Monarchs in general are very good against the Kozmo deck. Here, very cool. Normal summon my idea, special summon the ADOS, you know, the standard combination, the standard combos of the deck. Eventually tribute summon for my my Aither, set my grave, or set up my grave with a few Monarch spells and traps, set up Dominion, since I think I knew I was playing against the Talonites. Yeah, this is one of the matches we already saw in one of the previous videos. A setup with both March and Dominion. The field spell is so brutal against every against pretty much every top tier deck, since they cannot use their extra deck like Satellanites. Although he had that, what's it called, that Excited Knight, and during my turn, during my standby phase, he flipped over Call to reborn to the Nep, and that's key move. That's basically a tell that your opponent does have that Stellar Nova, that in his Stellar Nova in his back row. So I chain Stormfort so I can eventually get that Erebus on board, get some nice milling going. Set up the grave with a few Monarch spells and traps, and I have the same setup with both Dominion, the field spell, and March, so my opponent cannot use the extra deck. He cannot exceed summon, and that breakthrough skill is also dead. So my opponent, I think he had the top deck a Typhoon to destroy the Dominion field spell. He does a breakthrough skill, my idea, kinda bummer, but it's not going to matter that much here, since again I can get my Aither on board, special summon the Erebus from my deck, deal some nice damage, and during main phase 2 I can special summon Garm to take back my Aither, and again, I think it's going to eventually scoop here, because I flip over my Erupt, the skill drain for Monarchs, and during my turn, or at least during his turn again, I was able to tribute my Garm and the original Monarch for the same Aither, get the effects of both Garm to search a Vassal. It's so good. Here the last tool to showcase how ridiculous 1-for-1 is in the main deck. 1-for-1 can search your idea, again gives you 2 tribute summons during the same turn, and here I think I opened with the one of Garm. And yeah, use my second tribute summon here with my Aither, yeah, because thanks to Dominion I was able to get that 1-card tribute with my Aither, and yeah, thanks to Garm I was able to search out another idea from my deck, and at the same time I was able to search something with Return, and was able to set up my grave with all of those spell cards. This is just so good. He does finish Shane my idea, but it's all good. Deck over Deneb, and yeah, it's just he's again pretty much set in a lock with both Dominion and Double March. So again, he needs to top deck a Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy Dominion, try to use Excite the Knight, yeah, something like an Exceed Summon to bypass my field, but again I have Erupt to negate all of those monsters' effects. So yeah, it's just so good, the new Monarch support. So yeah, a few other options that I'm definitely contemplating on adding in the main deck are both Fiends, so both Majesty and Vanity's Fiend, since they are still 1-card wins against pretty much every top tier deck. Burning Abyss, Knights, Vanity's Fiend and Majesty's Fiend are so good against those decks, and if you can back up a Vanity's or a Majesty's Fiend with March of the Monarchs, that's definitely yeah, that's a combo that you definitely can't underestimate. It's so good. Yeah, again, that Ghost Ogre in the side deck, Rainbow Kuriboh are cards that I'm contemplating on main decking. A few hand traps, extra protection is can be nice here in the main deck. Trade-in could be a decent option to get some more draws, but yeah, cards like Pot of Duality and Upstart Goblin definitely aren't needed anymore in the main deck because of the new Pandeity draw card, and yeah, it's just so great. Foolish Burial is not needed in a deck. You can send Erebus or Idea from your deck to the grave to get their effects, but it's not needed. It's not needed in the main deck. Mystical Space Typhoon is perfectly fine in the side deck. Triple March in the main deck, help against cards like Fiendish Chain, Breakthrough Skill, Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, against all of those back row cards. Yeah, the big threat here for the Monarch deck is of course yeah, Mystical Space Typhoon, but definitely multiple destruction cards like Fairy Wind. So that's why I'm probably going to side deck multiple Roll Degrees, and especially the hands, so both Ice and Fire hands should be an excellent pick in the extra deck to put in game 2 and game 3. But yeah, guys, if you have any opinions, card choices you would like to test out, or at least yeah, like me to test out, or that I yeah, maybe should try out in a later video, feel free to leave them down below. So guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.